Alright, time for my round 3 game of GPA. I'm playing against Herzi, who is on From the Forest's Heart, which is a deck that has lots of instant speed stuff. And since I'm also on a deck that also has lots of instant speed stuff, it's going to be an interesting matchup, because there's going to be a lot of posing back and forth. Like, the first person to tap out usually loses, so there's going to be a lot of that sort of thing. Do I keep this? 1 land, 2 counter spells, no early threat. Was Sear Flesh actually hit in their deck? Not enough to matter. I think I do want to mulligan down to a... I want to mulligan here. I don't have anything that great early. And, well, that's a no-lander. Okay. I guess I have to keep this. So, at least it has 2 counter spells. Okay, True Form goes to the bottom, and so does Redo, I think. Yeah, I think Portal Factor is good enough. Actually, I'll try to be extra safe. I'll bottom these 2 guys. So, that means I have no turn 1 play. But luckily, they also don't have any good turn 1 plays either. But now all I have are 2 counter spells and no threats, so I'm really hoping to draw into something useful here. Play Shifting Canyon and pass, and I get Space Oddity with no creatures. I guess I play Island and pass, and I just hope to draw into something useful. They play Nebula. They can play out their 2-mana enchantment, that fog stuff. Okay, they're just going to pass. Unfortunately, I also have to pass, and... Okay, so this is getting mounted because I don't want to take too much from Crystal Caverns. Since left doesn't matter in this matchup, I will name 3 colors with Nebula. And yeah, it's just going to be me passing. I don't think they have end of turn stuff at 2 mana. If they try to tap out for something here, then I'll be really happy. If they don't, then we're just going to continue holding stuff up. Yeah. Alright, something useful? And no, another island. Okay, so this means that I can fetch... I don't have to fetch the... basic mountain anymore. I can fetch I should fetch Ares. Too late for that. Yeah, I probably should have held this thing so that I can decide whether to fetch Ares Pillar or not, because Ares Pillar would have been pretty good to break this stalemate. By the sea. Okay, that's a threat. That's like better than nothing. Do I just jam it? They definitely have counter spells. They fight over this, what happens? They get to resolve from the Forest Hearts next turn, and that's not good for me. You can just let it get countered. Like, what exactly am I trying to avoid? It's just Portal Factor? Like, if they have Portal Factor, then they always counter it. Yeah, I'm willing to jam this card. If they decide to fight over it, wait. Okay, what's the worst thing that can happen if I tap out? They from the Forest Hearts, and then next turn they untap with it. What happens if I don't fight this thing? Continues to be a stalemate. Okay, so from the Forest Heart untap, and then what? I attack, they Bant command me. I can counter one of that. Yep, I can counter that. I don't get to do Space Oddity with backup though. I think it's... I'm playing way too passively. I think I have to counter here. If they want to use another counter spell to stop this, then at least I got 2 counter spells out of their hand. It seems like they're still fighting over it. Yep, alright, sure. So it looks like I was the first one to blink, so I'd probably lose here if they play from the Forest Heart next turn. I have absolutely no answers to Enchantment's main board. Is there a reason for me to try to jam? Like, if I don't jam by the sea, then I just do nothing. Okay, they don't have it. Good. Yeah. Alright, so I haven't lost just yet. They pass. Okay. That's good for me. Okay, so this is fetching Ares Pillar, which technically also makes it a creature for a Space Oddity if I get to enough mana. And we're just going to play and pass. Yep. Okay, fetch Ares Pillar, no. Nebula again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can attack with the Ares Pillar and still have enough left over for redo. Is that what I want to do? Like, what? Cosmic Cinco. I can redo and also pay for a Cosmic on 3. Can they Cosmic on 3 plus Forest Heart next turn? Yeah, they can. Worth. Well, I'm not going to win by just swinging with Ares Pillar, right? So I think it's probably worth just not going for it. Probably Counting Clouds right now. Yeah, do I let this happen? If I counter this, then they play from the Forest Heart next turn. Well, they haven't drawn from the Forest Heart yet, so... And I don't want them to draw it, and this lets them draw it. Yeah, I counter this. Oh, they want to fight over it. Okay, if they fight over it, I think I'm fine with that. And now they're going to counter it. Okay. And they do fatigue themselves, at least. Although Counting Clouds does help them get rid of the fatigue. And well, I have to let it resolve. So, best case scenario for me is that they don't flip from the Forest Heart, and I eventually get a Space Oddity off on my Ares Pillar. if I top deck a land next turn, that's something I can't do at instant speed. So they play out Foreboding Calm, which is very annoying for me, because now it means that a single time tributes isn't going to be doing damage. And okay, is this from the Forest Heart? Yep, well I can't do anything but let it resolve, so it happens. And I think I lose the game now. I have no way to deal with this. I think the reason I lost is because I tapped out for By the Sea. I should have just held that in hand and did nothing because like I can afford to do nothing. As long as I counter the From the Forest Heart, my opponent can't do anything too super scary. Meanwhile, my thing is at instant speed, so it means that they can't afford to tap out because I have an instant speed response. Meanwhile, their scariest thing is at sorcery speed. Anyways, if they don't have a counter spells, I guess still technically possible for me to win here. Seek Prophecy. Well, that's not what I needed. Well, hopefully it flips into something I need. Wow, this it could be worse. So now I play out Mystery and pass the turn. Like if they do tap out for something big here, like if they're dumb enough to tap out for something big here, I can space audio while they're tapped out. It requires them to have no counter spells in hand, but then again, like they only have, they actually have a bunch of counter spells, so not looking good for me. They are tapping 5, so they're holding a Portal Fracture, I guess. I mean, I do go for it, right? If they try to tap out, because if they have a counter spell, I lose anyways, right? So there's no point in trying to play around a counter spell. I guess it's technically possible for me to top deck like another counter spell on my end to stop their counter spell, but if I wait, then it's also really bad for me. They're going to Children of the Clouds. Well, I have to let it resolve. Do they know I have a Space Oddity in hand? I don't think I revealed it, but I think they can easily put me on Space Oddity right now. Oh, well, I guess if they tap low in order to do something end of turn, then I think I'm also fine-ish. Well, anyways, I have to take the hit from all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. So I die next turn if nothing happens. Fatigue. Okay, sure. Go to end. Yeah. Are they going to like do some extra mana stuff here? I'm hoping they do. They will tap out. Are they going to play anything with the tapped out mana? Well, they can always float it. They can always float the mana, so it doesn't really matter here. I know they have Bant command. What? Right? Yeah. So I can't actually make that play. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think my best bet here is to hope to top deck a land so that I can animate Eerie Speller and hope they didn't draw into anything other than any counter spells and they only have the Bant command to work with. Because I'm pretty sure Bant command can't bounce lands, right? Bant command returns non-land permanent, yeah, so if their only answer to the Polymorph is Bant command, then I think I'm in a good situation. They sack this, okay. Oh, actually I'm dead even if I flip into Tire Tributes, right? Because they have enough big attackers. Well, I'm not completely dead, but I have to trade my Tyrant and then I'm out of creatures again. But, okay, so land? Nope, not land, not what I needed. And they have Bant command, so like I can't exactly, right? They have Bant command, yeah. So then I just lose. All right. Okay, so post board, bring in all these guys. This is a spell-based matchup, and also have the crest so to bounce from the Forest Heart after they play it because that'd be really punishing for them. I'm really hoping that happens. What do I board out? All right, I always board out one of these guys. Other than that, though, what else do I board out? Do I need both crests? Probably not. I'll board out one redo, I guess. And I'll board out, I don't board out my cantrips, right? And I keep in By the Sea because it makes threats, I guess. I guess I take out a Void Flare because there's not enough good targets for it. I still keep in the Rogar's Frenzies though because they're pretty good for just making tokens. Maybe I board out both redos because redo is kind of worse than all my other cards, aren't they? Well, I mean, this does get me down to the right number of cards. I'm not super happy with how I'm boarding here. Maybe just one crest only. Sure, I'll try doing this. Okay, so this hand is great if I ever draw any lands, and horrible if I don't. If I draw any land, I can play Mystery, and then do I risk? Is this worth the risk? Like this hand's so good if I get what I need. What happens if I don't draw the land? Then the hand goes, it's horrible. Okay, yeah, I will mulligan this then. I don't want to risk it. This hand is not good, but at least it has Rest plus Portal Factor-ish. Fine, I'll keep it. Hopefully I draw into an early threat, because otherwise I'm just doing nothing. But maybe maybe I can just afford to do nothing, because all my threatening things are at instant speed, while all their threatening things are at sorcery speed. Cosmic Cinco, okay, nice. Yeah, I play land and pass. If they don't do anything, end of turn, I Rogar's Friendly their face so that I can. Actually, doesn't matter which one they name because I can just fetch with the other one and get both my colors. So yeah, I'll let that happen. I guess they can technically name Magmac Torrent. That would still, yeah, they're just going to turn off the manlands, which makes sense. But I'm completely fine with this outcome. Where's Crossfire Geysers? All right, Rogar's Frenzy face. So now I have something to do on 3 if they don't do anything. I think, yeah, that's exactly how the deck wants to play. Did I play out Island or Magmac Torrent can fetch Crystal Caverns next turn. I'm getting a good game here. Well, end of turn, exile Rogar's Frenzy, make some tokens, and then keep holding up counter spells. Did they get man screwed? Unfortunate for them. They discard Counting Clouds. All right, Paul. Okay, I can play Paul and also hold up Poro Factor, so I'll do that. And I'll fetch Crystal Caverns now. I attack first, and I play Paul. Paul is probably discarding Crest. And they're going to counter it. Is it worth fighting over this thing? Let me think. If I tap out, what's the worst thing they can do to me? They can recall Forgotten Aeons, I think, or they can exile Paul. Both of them are alright, are like completely fine outcomes. So I think I let this happen, or I think I fight over this. Anyways, so draw and discard. Actually, do I just... Okay, so what can they actually crest out? Or what can they get out? They can get out Foreboding Calm, I guess. Nah, I think it's fine to discard crest. Also, I already forgot how many crests I brought in. Let me just double check. Did I keep in the other crest? Okay, yeah, I only have 1 crest. So, that was my only number. They got massacred and they conceded. Cool. I didn't feel great about that win, but I'll take it. And I think I'll bring in one more crest. Right, because crest mostly answers its things. Yeah, so sure, I'll still stick with this then. Okay, so last game. Seek Prophecy into Paul into Portal Factor. I think that's keepable. Although I would really like a Cosmic Sinkhole, but beggars can't be choosers. And Seek Prophecy into... No, that puts me on the tap out plan, and that's not what I want. Okay, so I'm hoping Seek Prophecy finds me a 1-mana counterspell. That's my plan now. Or it finds me a mystery so that I can play mystery turn 3. Anyways, Wayfarer Shrine is going to fetch Island. And let's see what Seek Prophecy finds me. Hopefully not a bunch of lands. Oh, Okay, I'll take care with you. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can play that on turn 2. I can hold that up on turn 2. And they get to play out their Foreboding Calm on turn 2 if they have it. And they'll have to find my 1 crest to deal with it. But that's completely fine. And they're going to hold up counter spells. Alright. Play Crossfire Geysers and pass. So if I play here with you, and they're definitely going to choose a card draw mode, I get to essentially loot a bunch at the cost of giving them some cards. Okay, what can they do at instant speed on 3 mana? Not much. Well, if they draw it, they also have to discard, so yeah, here with you. If you want to counter this, feel free. They will counter it, but that's completely fine. Yep. That gets a counter spell out of their hand. If I top deck 1 mana, okay, so I guess I'll Monkey Shine plus Paul. Yeah, I'll Monkey Shines, and I can actually use the shuffle mode if I need to. Ooh, Biassy, that's a threat. Yeah, oops. Okay, well, I guess they know I'm drawing next turn, or what I'm drawing off this thing. Magmac Torrent will fetch, should I fetch now to prevent shenanigans? I'll pass for now. I'll just have to remember to shuffle before end of turn. If they don't do anything, I'm fine fetching Ares Pillar just to have Ares Pillar out. Although that does put me shields down, so if they want to sneak in a Bant command once I try to fetch, they can feel free to. Otherwise, I'm definitely countering whatever they play. They just pass. Alright, do they want to do anything in response to this? I'll do that happen. Cool. Fetch out Ares Pillar and pass the turn. Nebula, right. I had that. Oh, wait, no, I shuffled. I just shuffled to the same card again. Okay, so, I play Mountain because that gets my second basic. And now what? Do I play Paul or do I play By the Sea? I think I play By the Sea because they already know about their card, even though it was completely my fault. Next turn they can end up turn Bant command to tap me out. That's something I'm worried about. Well, if they Bant command, what can they? No, I should play Paul because that lines up better into Bant command, right? Yeah, I'll go with that logic. Go into Portal Factor it, and yeah, that's completely fine. Rebellion Calm. Do I let this resolve? So if I counter this, what can they do afterwards? They can play Recall Forgotten Aeons. That's the worst thing they can do, right? What sideboard stuff do they have to screw me over? Not that much. So yeah, if I counter this, worst thing they can do is play Recall Forgotten Aeons, which is bad, but not horrid. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I can't let that resolve because I can't let Recall Forgotten Aeons resolve because that lets them from the Forest Heart with backup next turn. Seek Prophecy. I guess I just play by the sea and see what happens. And I think I will keep up some mana just in case they decide to Cosmic Sinkhole me, because they have enough mana for Forest Heart plus Cosmic Sinkhole. I want to play around that possibility. And they don't run Spell Pierces, so yeah. I have these otters now, so they do have to do something because those guys are technically a threat. They don't do anything good, so they don't have End of All Things because I feel like they would have used it by now if they had it. If they play Roots of Ruin, then that blows up their board, but also ramps me, so I think that's... Oh, okay, 2 for Bowling Comms. That's really annoying. Do I have to let it resolve? I think I'm safe tapping out now because what's the worst they can do if I tap out here? If they play another land, they Bant command. That's probably worse than letting for Bowling Calm resolve because that means I never will be able to land a hit again. I let it happen. Okay, if you want to counter this, then feel free to, because that uses up one of your counter spells. They let it happen. So what's the 3 mana thing that they can threaten me? They can punish me with. They don't have anything to punish me with. Okay, cool. Another mountain. I think I will seek pre-combat, right? Yeah. And okay, well that's the only useful card in the top. So start of combat, one of them gets fogged, and swing with the one that didn't get fogged. Let's see if you have... Nope, you don't. Okay, I'm drawing cards now. And Mystery of the Crashcraft, cool. I still want to play around Portal Factor. I guess I'm just not playing End of Turn here with you then, if I do that. I'll play out the mountain and play Mystery of the Crashcraft. So they can actually Wrath me, which is sort of scary, but that's still fine, because then I just follow it up with Here With You. Looks like they don't have anything. What are the chances they're holding Bat Command plus Cosmic Sinkhole and want me to tap out for Here With You? I think I'm in a good enough position right now where I don't need to play Here With You because I want to keep it around as Wrath insurance. Is that ever correct? Like if I Here With You right now, and they have a Wrath, they're going to choose tokens mode, and I get to whack them for like 6 or something, and then they Wrath me. The counter does not go off, and then I still have Mystery of the Crashcraft lying around. I think it's worth it. Okay, they don't have the Wrath in hand. Interesting. Okay, well that's Tyrant Tributes. That's annoying. That's the first Tyrant down. But now I have a bunch of counter spells, so I'm in a much better position. The Nebula, and I might be able to hardcast Tyrant eventually, which is funny. Set blue-green. So do I Monkey Shines pre-combat or post-combat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana this turn. These guys cost 5, so this is pretty free. I want to flip this thing post-combat. I'm going to attack first. They can sack for bowling they're not going to. Cool. Paul, nice. Do I play out Paul right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have enough counter backup where I feel pretty safe just jamming Paul right now. And if they want to counter this, then I just let it happen because I'm already in an advantageous position, so I don't want to fight more than I need to. Plus Paul, and do I discard Time of Tributes? Like they might tap out, but I'm never hard casting Time of Tributes, to be honest. It's funny, but it's not going to happen. Or like it technically could, but I'm not banking on it. It's a backup plan in case I somehow draw all my Time of Tributes. They're never tapping out, so I'm never going to be able to get them to tap out while I have 8 mana to play Time of Tributes. So I don't want to try to play into it. What can Paul get back? It can get back Biassy or Here With You. They pass again. Alright, sure. Base Oddity. Okay, now I have the Polymorph threat in my hand. This guy is naming colors. So I'm going to animate Paul, right? I can plus Paul and discard. What do I discard if I decide to plus Paul? Yeah, I'm just going to animate Paul and play Monkey Shines pre-combat anyways, even though they're going to fog it, because why not? Well, actually, I also put sorcery onto mystery, which is not sure if that's something I want to do or are any of these cards helpful. I mean, they're nice, but they're just mostly air, right? And do I need a second Paul? I mean, what am I looking for? I guess I'm looking for burn. Yeah, sure. I can afford to bin these guys to look for more burn. And one more mystery. Okay, well that's for if mystery dies. So pre-combat, let's see what they fog. Oh, they're going to do something. And the ball things exiling Paul. Do I want to fight that? Is Paul worth protecting? Actually, I can just space oddity this guy right now. Can they stop space oddity from happening? They can counter it, but I have to counter backup. So yeah, I think I'll go for it. If you're gonna exile my guy, then I'll just exile my guy first. And I have both Portal Factor and Spell Pierce, so no matter what they do, I think I can probably prevent them from stopping this. Is this another Inabel things? Cool. What do I counter it with? I think I'll Spell Pierce it. No, I can Portal Factor it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, Cosmic Sinkhole. You let it happen. All right, so I think I probably win here. This is the right syntax. Okay, Time of Tributes. Did not flip into any Seek Prophecies, but that's probably not necessary. Oh, this guy also flips, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, nice. I Magic cast them on odds. So now I'm at 17, and I get to whack them with all of these guys. I get to draw 2 cards from the otters, and I probably win this game. Did I play a land this turn? Well, I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to pass. And then I'll see, what can they do here? They can bad command the Time Tributes. Oh, they can wipe the board. Yeah, that's something they can do. Good thing I have... Oh, no, never mind. I have a counter spell. False Alarm, guys. I'll Portal Factor it. GG. Yeah, I agree. Alright, that went better than expected. He was stuck on lands for a bit there. Like, they were stuck on 5 lands. Not exactly sure what they had in hand at that moment, but they definitely could have really punished me if they had a better hand there, because I was also kind of stumbling. Anyway, that means I'm 3-0 this GP so far, so I'm already locked for top cut, so I'm pretty happy about that. And yeah, see you next round.